In this video, I'm going to show you how to fold the impossible rectangle called Umulius Rectangulum, designed by Thoki Yenn. It's sometimes also called the magic rings. You'll need 6 sheets of paper, and I recommend you use 2 of each color. And each sheet needs to have an aspect ratio of 1 by square root of 2. One way to receive that is to use an A4 sheet of paper and cut it in half lengthwise. In this video, I'm using strips with a length of 17 centimeters and a width of 12 centimeters, and you could also use strips with a length of 6 inches and a width of 4¼ inch. The finished model then has a side length of 8.5 centimeters, or if you're using the 6 inch by 4¼ inch strips, the side length will be 3 inches. So let's get started. If your paper is white like mine on one side, start with the color side up. Then fold in half lengthwise. Now we want to pinch a square, so we're going to take this edge, align it with the folded edge, but only pinch on the side because we want a pristine looking model without any extra creases on these rings. Then take that edge and bring it to the pinch mark, and then extend the crease all the way, ensuring it's straight by aligning edge with edge on both sides. On the other side, again, pinch to mark a square, and this time go through that pinch mark. Again, I'm pinching and then ensuring that the crease is straight by aligning edge with edge on both sides. Now we're going to mark a little square on this strip right here. You can fold throughout or just pinch on this side. This should be about 1/5, but if the strip isn't cut quite accurately, let's increase accuracy by bringing this edge to that pinch mark, making a pinch mark, bringing this point again to the pinch mark. And now this should be even more accurate. And then we can take that long edge and fold towards it. Ensure that on both sides the edges align so that it's a nice and straight crease, and crease throughout. Then bring the edge to the crease line you just created, and then complete the other fifths. Once you have all your fifths folded, fold in half again and find the side where you have the smaller section folded in and not the larger one. And then again align that edge with the central crease line and count 1, 2, 3 sections and pinch so that you have an intersection with that line of 2/5. Now make a pinch through that intersection and make a nice straight crease by aligning edge with edge on both sides. Now you can see in here you will have a square, and we want to crease diagonals just on the outer thirds, and then also add a small square in the center. So first we're going to take this edge and align it so that you have one section showing above that central crease line, so you're going through this point. And you want to align edge with edge to get nice accuracy. And then you can see that you will have a nice corner here and also down there, and then you're going to crease one diagonal here and one diagonal here. So this is what you get. And then repeat on the other side. Now if we turn this over, you can see these nice diagonal lines right here, and we want to add these 2 creases here. So what I like to do is I just pinch through where one of those diagonal ends, once in the bottom and once in the top. And then I flip the paper over and use that pinch to make a nice short crease here and again right there. And now all of our pre-creasing is done. Fold in these two sections, then these two sections, and then go along these two mountain folds. And now, because we want that pristine finish, let's try and pull up these sections a bit while pushing in the paper here. Can you see? We're going along the diagonals by pushing in the paper. Right there. Same here. Trying to show it very clearly. There you go. And same on the other side, a bit faster this time. Just push it in. And then you will have this overlap and you will want to insert one into the other, like this. And then you can insert the paper inside that pocket to add some stability. And if these corners aren't sharp, do pinch them to make them sharp. And here too, insert into that pocket, right there, and then straighten out the paper if it requires straightening out. And then you have one module done, and you need to fold 6. Let me show you again, just very quickly. First, fold in half, pinch a square, align with the pinch mark, again mark a square, fold through the pinch mark, find 1/5, fold 5ths lengthwise, on the side with the shorter section mark 3/5 and add a crease. Then add small diagonal folds and complete a square where the diagonals end. Then fold in the sections on the side, fold in a strip in the bottom and the top, fold along the mountain folds and push in the paper while keeping the top layers uncreased. Then insert one layer into the other, also slipping that layer into the pocket on the sides. Straighten out and sharpen the corners to finish your module. Fold a total of 6 of these. Once you've folded all 6 modules, let's put it all together. We will always insert the shorter leg into the longer leg on both sides. So let's first do that. You may want to open the longer leg a little bit so that it's easier to insert the short one. And just go a little way at first, because you need to insert it on the other side too, like this. And then you can push it together, and now when you get to this point, you want to lift this a little bit so that you can slip the paper inside that section. And also here, just ensure that you can go beyond that corner, and then do the same on the other side, and then you can push it together all the way. Just be careful that the paper doesn't crinkle too much. You can also use tweezers and really pull the paper, but I find pushing it in is okay. And then push the paper together again so that it's nice and flat. Let's do that a second time. Open up a little and then start slipping in the shorter leg on one side, and then repeat on the other side, and then push until you reach that corner. Then lift a little to allow the paper to slip in on both sides, and then continue pushing carefully to get it to come together completely. Now take one ring and slip it into the other one. Be careful here to again not push together the model too much, and put it through about halfway. Then take one module and slip it in with the long leg going through, and then adjust this purple ring so that the yellow one fits snugly. Then take the last module and also insert it in here. You might have to push it a little bit together and then ensure that it goes beyond the purple one. And now we need to again insert the short legs into the longer ones. I like to push them together just a little to make it a bit easier. And you may need a bit of patience here, but just persevere. And then when you have that, you can start pushing these together. And this time around it immediately slipped in here. That's very nice. And the same here, but you might need to adjust too. And then just push it until it's in all the way. And as I mentioned, you can use tweezers to ensure the modules are pushed together all the way. And then it gets nice and tight. Same here. And then your Umulius Rectangulum, designed by Thoki Yenn, is all done. Diagrams are published on Thoki Yenn's website, as well as the book World's Best Origami by Nick Robinson. It features over 100 wonderful models from different origami designers. And if you liked this video, do let me know by giving it a thumbs up, commenting below and sharing it with others. Plus, if you like money folds, you'll definitely want to try the dollar version of this model, or check out my playlist of other modular origami tutorials. Subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss my next videos. I hope to see you around, and as always, happy folding!